And welcome everyone to another Dark Hours Radio podcast. I'm Stephen Roberts and Tressa Graves is with me. Hi Tressa, how are you doing today?
Other than coughing, I'm doing pretty dang good.
Coughing, coughing through my intro.
Yeah, we had to redo it. I was like, yeah, it
Uh,
wasn't pretty.
well, it's getting that season, just past Halloween there, and it's getting a little cool down there and down there where you're at. So I can understand it. It's a little cool where I am too.
Well, I got sick after I did the book signing out at Screenville and Coreyton, and it's funny. I think Russ won't think it's funny.
It was funny getting sick.
No, me, Russ, McKamey, Holly, we all three got sick after we were out at Screenville and stuff. I think we were just all running around, and October's been busy for all of us, so it finally just
Wait,
knocked us all on our rear ends.
I can imagine it. Everybody getting sick in the cold because it's like in the 40s or something down there at nighttime, and you get water thrown on you or something like that. You're gonna get sick and cold.
Yeah, I didn't get Holly had a lot of blood on her, but I didn't get what you know what the last time that I went there was on Halloween, and it was really cold, and it had been raining the day before. So, and me like an idiot, when it rains, you know what I do? I go walk in it.
Yeah.
So, I love
Yeah.
to walk in the rain. I don't know.
Well, enough of us dying on air. What's going on?
Well, more information on Tressa Graves Publications and Bohemian Promotions. I've been getting a lot of responses to people wanting to be published, and I had went over everything before of what all we do. The list is so long, it'd take me a while to sit here and even name off everything we can do. But for people who don't know, if you come on board TGP, you keep all your copyrighted material in your name. We don't take any of that, and you get 100% of every single book sale you make. And that's pretty cool because not many publishing companies offer that. And we can also get you books for half of what other publishing companies can get them. So if I was talking to a gentleman yesterday, they were charging him $15 per book. So he was turning around selling them for $15, $20. So he, after shipping and everything, he was making nothing on everything he had invested in as far as his book goes. With me, we can probably get books for around $5 or so. You turn around and sell them for $15, $20. All of that money goes back into your pocket. So if you think about it, you get out and you're active with getting your book career going, which is what I want. I want people to come on board who are serious, and you work it and you do what I tell you to do. Go do your book signings. You get to live your dream, make your money back, plus make money in the future. So it's pretty cool. We do the book trailers, we do audio books, we do logos. I have two artists working for me to design book covers if you want that done. We do press release. Just everything you can think of, we've got you covered over at my company. So, and not only that, but I also have teamed up with Russ McKamey of McKamey Manor, and he's going to let everyone know today as well. Under Bohemian Promotions, I am launching a t-shirt line for Russ McKamey and McKamey Manor. He's working with my artist right now, Chastity Armstrong, who, oh my God, her work is awesome. Everyone can see the logo that I'm using now for my company. Chastity actually drew that logo for me. She's awesome with her work. So she's working with Russ right now on a design, and I will be launching a t-shirt line for McKamey Manor. As soon as the artwork and everything's done, that will be up and running. So his fan base can go over there and finally get t-shirts, and so it's going to be really, really fun and really cool. And I've got other stuff that I'm working with Russ on as well. But yeah, so someone like Russ McKamey comes on board to get me to do his t-shirts and organize all that. It's pretty cool. So yeah, we can do just about anything. We do website design. I can get you on Steven's show for interviews. I can get you on my podcast, and, you know, all of my social media, and just get you out there. I think with everything I offer in my package, which we have 4 different packages. So if people contact me, I can talk to them and see what it is they need and what they want. But I have 4 different packages to fit everyone. I mean, if they're starting out on a small budget, we can start out with the smaller package, and then you can always purchase book trailers, audiobooks, and all that later on down the road if you want. So they can go to www.tressagraves.com. You can click on the link for Bohemian Promotions and TGP, and I have all the information up there. Also, in the link here on VidMe, I'll have the link here in the description box on VidMe as well, so people can go over there and check that out.
Well, I know we've talked about this quite a few times, and you know, we just got to keep hammering it out there, Tressa. Do you have any idea how much of a big discount it's going to be to get published through TGP than what it is to go into one of the big boys or something like that?
Oh, wow. All right. If you go to the big boys, you're not even going to get what I offer. They're not going to offer you book trailers. They're not going to offer you advertisement. They're not going to get you on shows. They're not going to get you a press release. Basically, the big boys, they print your book up. They give you basically a stock photo to go on your book. They get it all laid out real pretty, make you think they're doing a lot of work, and then they send you out the door, and you're on your own out in the big world, not knowing how to go about promoting your book. Of course, you can go open Amazon page, you know, author Amazon page, but what do you do with it when it's open? It's really hard to get people's attention whenever you're a new author or whatever. And the price that they charge is probably, just for what I said here, the price that they charge, I would say, is probably 3 times what I charge. And you get a whole package deal with me. You cannot get that if you go to these other companies. Someone came in and got smart with me a few days ago on Reddit, I think it was. They said, oh, forget going to a company like that. Agents are taking on writers every day. And I didn't say nothing to whoever it was, but I'm thinking, no, agents are not picking up on people every day the way this person was claiming. So I think when I put out there, I mean, I've got 4 people I'm working with right now that are talking to me, wanting to come on board to be published, and I've got 2 authors already signed on. Tommy Gunn, which we're hoping to have his stuff up and ready in about 3 weeks or so. Tommy's also doing other work for me as well. And then I have Tom Sawyer. He's actually writing a brand new novel, so hopefully that will be out maybe around March or so, which gives me time to get all his work together. And then with these other authors coming on board, it gives us plenty of time. But with the way it's looking now and the price that I'm having now, people need to jump on board, because my team is kind of small and we're only going to be able to take on so many, unfortunately. And right now we are running a few specials. So if they're interested, they can contact me and I can go through the specials. I like to talk to the authors, see what it is they want out of getting their book published, if they're dedicated to going out and doing their book signings and everything, because I want someone to come on board who's serious, who wants to get out there, because I got my name on it as well. And I want to be able to brag saying, look at what my author did here. You know, went out and did this book signing, you know, and
well, you know, plus you get a few people to do this kind of stuff, and they're a little bit successful. They're going to tell other people, and you're going to be swamped. And then who knows? Maybe you'll charge 2 or 3 times the price in a few years there, right?
Yeah, well, I've actually already been talking with Philip Ossemacher. He's my cinematographer. He's also a producer for me. And I was talking to him about us having to make the company bigger, probably sooner than I wanted. I know that sounds crazy. People are probably like, why would you not want to do that if need be? But just finding, because everyone on my team is top notch. My artists, producers, everything that I do is top quality. So it's really hard to go out and find people who can keep up and who has the talent to be able to go out and do what we need. Chastity, the artist, she's working with Russ. She's doing drawings for me for my t-shirt line. I have another artist up in Wisconsin. I haven't announced him yet on the page. Hopefully that will be soon, but he's working on another t-shirt line for me. And she's also, I've got a gentleman wanting to come in and hire her to do a logo for him. So she's staying pretty busy and all this work coming to her. I asked her today, I said, are you going to be able to handle this? And she's like, oh yeah, I love it. So far so good. But I would advise people to at least contact us, find out what we're about, see the different packages that we have, because I think they're going to be pretty surprised whenever they do.
Yeah, hopefully anyways, and hopefully the word gets out. It's just been a long, arduous process here in the last couple of years.
Yeah, I was out of it for 2 years, and now I'm getting back. But, I was talking to Russ today because he knows everything over the past 2 years that's been going on. And he said, he told me on the phone today, he says, Tressa, you're really coming back strong now. He says, I can't believe all this stuff you got going on, because I've got stuff I'm doing that I haven't made public yet. Hopefully we'll be able to really, really soon. But, he even was pretty happy for me today, saying I'm coming back, strong, very, very strong, actually. And I think I am. So hard work pays off, and that's what I want from authors whenever they come on board. I want them to put just as much effort into this as me and my team's putting into it. We have different book trailers we can do, different lengths of book trailers we can do. I have samples up on VidMe. Steven's done some readings for me on a couple of the book trailers, so they can go over there and check out some of the work that you've done, Steven. And if you like what he does, we can get him to do some readings for you on your book trailer. And then just all of the different things that we offer. We have Philly, who puts together original stuff that fits the book, and everyone just goes over to VidMe. That link will be put in the description box as well, and they can just go over there and check all this stuff out, because it's really cool what I've built up in basically a short amount of time. I mean, before I had the publishing company, but it was nowhere where it is now. I think I had Steven, no, I didn't even have you then. I had, it was me and Philly, I think, just going around doing all this, all this stuff. And it was pretty cool. But now it's like 100% professional, top notch, everything, hard workers that I have with me, a whole dedicated team. So there's no way if someone comes to me, they're going to fail. Unless they don't move forward, because there's work in everything that you do. It's you can't come over to us and say, okay, I paid to get my book published in my book trailer, why isn't things coming in? No, there's certain things that you got to do. You got to put effort into it, and that's what people have to understand whenever they come over. And I give them the tools to do that. I tell them what they need to do to get going, moving forward. Social media, radio, podcast. There's a bunch of different things that they can use to do that. And I have all of that. I'm a one-stop shop, Stephen.
Yeah, I hear you. And you got peeps now.
I do. I have peeps now. And I talked to another gentleman today. I may be putting him up. I spoke with you privately about this, Stephen. He may be coming on board to help with audiobooks as well, and which is good because we have different people who can read. So you got a bunch of different choices, of who can read your stuff, and you don't have to pay for a full audiobook. You can have a reading for like a 30-second book trailer, a minute, so we just don't sit there and say, okay, you have to pay for a book trailer and you only get like a 30-second reading or whatever. We work with you and do what it is we think you need to get things moving.
Well, it's all very good. That's why I've been with you for over 2 years now, because it's all good.
It is. And I mean, not only the publishing company, but the t-shirt line that I'm coming up with McKamey Manor. working with the serial killer calendar guys to get their podcast up and running. That one's taken a little longer than what we thought, but we're going to be working with merchandise with them. So I've got some heavy hitters that are with my company and wanting my company to get their t-shirt line and other merchandise going, and I think that says a lot for what my team can do. You get someone like Russ McKamey to come over here and want us to take off. He's doing the podcast. Now we're doing a t-shirt line, and we're working on other stuff as well, which we'll announce that soon. I just can't announce too much. People, their head is spinning and they'll pass out on me if I do.
I hear you. I hear you.
In small doses.
Well, do we have enough for this podcast show today?
We do. I think that covers it. I got out what I wanted, made my point, and go over to www.tressagraves.com. You can read my bio, see what I've done. And like I said, those links will be in the description here below. So thank you again, Stephen.
Well, thank you, Tressa. It's always fun.
Good.
And everyone, we will be back soon.